Love blocks. The thing about love blocks is that they do not only apply to romantic relationships. Love blocks are the insecurities that keep us in our little bubble. They keep us from not asking the girl out. They keep us single, but they also keep us from not going to network events, not applying for that job. They keep us from not having better work relationships, better family relationships, and they really keep us in our own little bubble. Many times we think that all we have to do is kind of wait for the right relationship to come, for the right job opportunity to come, without doing any sort of self-reflection and self-realization. The truth is that we all need to work a little bit on ourselves in order to understand and break these cycles and make things happen for ourselves. Because love blocks are the things that keep us from getting the things that we want, because they're blocks. Here are the 3 major love blocks that are keeping you from what you truly want and deserve. Love block number 1. It is the self-worth love block, right? And I'm sure you guys have heard this before. We hear self-worth all the time. Self-worth, you gotta feel worthy. You gotta feel like you deserve it and feel worthy of all the beautiful things. But the way that this block manifests itself is you just feel like you need to be somebody in order to get what you really want. Example. You need to have the car in order to get the girl. You need to have the house. You need to have X amount of money in your bank account. And that is actually pretty understandable. We want to, before we bring beautiful things into our life, before we feel worthy, we want to have certain things in order in our life. But the reality is that some of us and many of us, we take it to a whole other extent because we base our worth on the material. I'll give you another example as far as friendship. So you don't want to hang out with certain kind of people because you don't have the money, you don't have the achievements, right? You want to hang out with a bunch of lawyers and doctors, but you work at a restaurant or something like that. However, you're trying to get to that place and you're trying to be somebody for yourself in life. Well, let me tell you something. You are already somebody. You are already worthy. All you have to do is understand your patterns, understand yourself a little bit deeper, and go into where it is that you want to go into. It is about putting yourself out there without having the material things. This, unfortunately, my friends, comes from a deeper feeling of not feeling significant, not feeling important, not feeling like you matter. The truth is that you fucking matter, okay? You are somebody. Doesn't matter what it is that you do. You fucking matter. And it's about getting over the things that happen to you or getting over whatever belief systems that you're carrying and putting yourself out there. Love block number 2 is the feeling that we are unlovable. Like there's something wrong with you. This comes from like the deeper feelings of insecurity, whether I'm too fat, I'm too skinny, I'm too tall, I don't have enough money, I feel abandoned. This is the whole I'm not good enough to take the steps that I need to take in order to achieve the things that I want. Again, this doesn't only apply really in love relationships, this applies in jobs and opportunities. And these are the parts that feel undeserving. Another thing is, I don't deserve love because I'm too crazy, I'm a control freak, I have some sort of disability. This is all in your head. Fear is all in your head, and honestly, fear and insecurity are the biggest obstacles you'll ever have to face, because at the end of the day, there is love and there are opportunities for everybody. And love block number 3 is losing yourself. Okay, so this one is actually the most subconscious, and this actually comes, I honestly see this on like everybody, because this comes from not being able to be yourself. So if you think about being in a relationship, all of a sudden it freaks you out because there's a part of you that you feel like you have to give up. These are for the people that love to stay single because they're afraid of commitment, because that means that they have to give up a certain part of themselves, which is really a true part of themselves. Because whenever we are in a relationship, whether it's a work relationship or romantic relationship, we have to adjust, right? We have to adjust who we are. We have to tend to other people's necessities and feelings. But there's a fine line between that and completely losing your personality, completely losing yourself. And so we create a barrier of comfort and not let people into our space, and much less us go out into their space or into the world. And that sucks because it makes us suffer. It makes us wonder sometimes why we're still single, and this is actually where we become lonely. The root of this, it actually comes from just not being approved. This is the lack of approval, whether it was from school, whether it was your parents reprimanding you for doing the things that you love. And the truth is, honey, is that all that stuff is still roaming in the back of your mind because it is subconscious and it's keeping you from the things that you want. Okay, guys, so these are the 3 major love blocks that make us run away from love. Running away is not literally always running away. Running away is not really taking the steps that you need to take in order to just make things happen for yourself. Whether it is that you want a relationship or whether it is that you want to go after the career and art and craft that you really want. I hope this video was incredibly awakening for you. Like and share if you love the knowledge. And I'll catch you guys next time. Follow me on my favorite socials if you want to get close to me. And I'll see you later. Bye.